Test? Test? Hey, I think it's working. Let me play it back. Test? Test? Great, it works, hon.
That's good. What are you doing, though?
I want to test it out before we actually got to the bed and breakfast. Maybe we could use some of the car conversation as filler, you know? Let our listeners feel like they're on the road with us.
Okay, we can give it a try. I'm not sure it'll be the best sound quality, though.
I know, but what's the worst that could happen? We don't use it. No big deal. I'd rather have it and not need it than wish we had done it.
Okay. So what should we talk about then?
Why don't we talk about why we picked this bed and breakfast? Chestnut Lane. We're on our way to Chestnut Lane Bed and Breakfast in a small town just south of Birmingham, Alabama. While it didn't...
What are you doing?
Oh my God, my radio voice. Haven't you ever listened to a podcast?
My bad. Start over.
Fine. We're on our way to Chestnut Lane Bed and Breakfast in a small town just south of Birmingham, Alabama. While it didn't have a lot of online reviews, we have heard good things from other travelers in our online group. They say the owner, Harvey Green, is quite an interesting man. I look forward to meeting him. What do you think, Jack?
I think we're in for a fun trip.
Really? That's it? A fun trip?
What do you want me to say? I don't have any of the research you've done. You just told me the address to put into the GPS, and I'm getting us there. Not sure I can do much else until I know where we're going and what's where. We could just fake this part afterwards, you know, if we need it.
Fine. Let me tell you about where we're going so you'll know. Chelsea Springs is situated along the picturesque Cahaba River. It has a small town charm, and its downtown features a half-mile of antique shops, restaurants, and art galleries. Just outside of town is the Cahaba River National Wildlife Refuge, which is a place for people to enjoy fishing, canoeing, hiking, photography, and wildlife observation. Book a trip to Chelsea Springs to experience your small-town southern adventure. There, how's that?
That's good. So Chelsea Springs. What are we planning on doing?
I booked us a couple of meals. We're kayaking on the river, and we're meeting with one of the antique store owners to get tips on how to find diamonds in the rough.
Sounds like we'll have fun, right?
Yeah, I think this will be the perfect start to our podcast, don't you? It's not that far from home, and it's a pretty low-key trip. I think the antique tips are going to be great for our listeners.
Take exit 12 to leave the interstate and then prepare to turn right.
Well, we're getting close. Ready?
Let's do this. Let me put all this stuff away. Oh, oops, I thought I turned this off. Well, we've got some extra... Well, he was interesting, wasn't he?
I can definitely agree with you there. Why are we recording?
I thought we described the check-in process and how our room looks.
Okay, take it away.
Welcome, listeners. We've made it here to our room at the Chestnut Lane Bed and Breakfast. From the back, it's a nice home with a gravel parking lot. We haven't seen it from the front yet. When we arrived, we walked in the back door and were greeted quickly by our host, the owner, Harvey Green. He had our room key for us, and he showed us all around the place, letting us know when and where to expect breakfast in the morning, and giving us his phone number to call if we had any issues. Then he left us alone and retreated into his section of the home. It looks like he's living in two of the rooms on the back side of the house. Jack, why don't you tell everyone about our room?
Oh, okay. Our room. It's a pretty small room, just enough room for a bed and a chest of drawers. There's a bathroom just off the bedroom, so we don't have to go into the common areas of the home until we're dressed and ready. And, the key is an old skeleton-type key. I'm not even sure if it's secure or just for looks.
Jack.
What? It's true.
Probably, but we can't just assume things. And we got a pretty good discount here. We should probably make it look as good as we can.
Fine, okay, I'll edit that part out later.
Okay, good. We should probably start getting ready for a dinner reservation. I picked a nice restaurant for tonight, so you want to change out of your wrinkled clothes.
What's wrong with this? I think it's called Well Loved.
Sure. I'm gonna go take a shower.
Annie, how do you turn this off? Oh, never mind. We forgot to describe the restaurant, right?
Yes, thanks for reminding me. We got the owner to tell us a bit about the place and the menu, but we should definitely describe what it looks like. It's gorgeous.
It is nice. Okay. Ready? Noble Plate has a welcoming but classy environment. The seating is spread out so that you will feel like you're alone with the person you came with. The chairs are really comfortable. They're upholstered and sturdy, well-made wooden seats.
The walls are covered in black and white damask pattern, and each window has a set of dark red silk curtains tied back. The tables are covered in a traditional white tablecloths, and each table has a small flower arrangement. Even the glasses are spotless and beautiful. It really is a wonderful place for a date.
Yeah, you don't even need to bring flowers for your date. They're already here. Just pretend you planned for it.
You're terrible, hun.
I know, but you still love me.
I do. I really do.
Babe, I love you so much. In fact, I got you some flowers.
Oh my goodness, you're so silly. Hey, do you think we'll see the B&B owner when we get in tonight?
I hope not. Why?
No, I'm hoping we don't either. He just really made me uncomfortable with this chit-chat. You don't tell people about your family issues with complete strangers, especially if you want them to stay with you and enjoy it. I don't really need to know that your adult children refuse to see you because your dead wife turned them against you. Even if you claim you were trying to protect them from what? Who knows? And honestly, if that's the case, how are you going to be a good host?
I don't know. The house seems to be in good shape, so as long as we stay clear of each other as much as possible, we should be fine. I'd hope more people are there when we get back. We were the only ones there before we left. Surely more than one room is rented out. It is the weekend. It should be busy.
You would think. I'd prefer not to talk to him much if we can help it. Oh, here comes our food. Let me clear this out. Jack, what is that?
I don't know. Well, are you recording this?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I want evidence if we need it.
I'll doubtless need that, but if it makes you feel better, who's yelling?
I don't know. It's a man's voice, that's all I can tell.
No, I said no. Stop doing that. I don't want you to.
That's the bed and breakfast owner, right? Harvey?
Uh-huh.
Do not tell me what to do. I won't do it. You do not belong here. Get out of my house now.
I'm going to see what's going on. Maybe someone is trying to rob him.
Oh, honey, be careful. Maybe we should just call the police.
No, I'm going to see what's going on first. I promise, I'll be careful. Wait here for me.
Be safe.
Get out of my house.
Please be safe. Please be safe. He's got to be near the bottom by now. Why is it so quiet? Jack, come back, come back, come back. Oh my gosh, should I call the police? I should definitely call the police, right? What am I going to tell them? Where's Jack?
Shh!
Oh my God, Jack, what's going on? Why did it stop?
Do you hear anything now? I don't hear anything.
No, I don't hear anything. What happened? What was going on?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You went down there to see what was going on.
I know. I did. I got to the bottom of the staircase and the yelling stopped. Like instantly. Like someone had turned off the TV. All the lights were off and I couldn't see much of anything. So I stood there and let my eyes adjust to the darkness. There was no one there. No one in the living room or the kitchen. Harvey's door was closed and the lights were off. I even stood by the door for a minute and waited. I heard him snoring inside his room.
But that's impossible. We just heard him screaming. It sounded like he was fighting someone.
I know what it sounded like. I'm saying that's not what was happening when I got downstairs.
I don't understand.
Me either. Let's just lie down and try and get some rest.
I don't know if I can.
Here, come lay over next to me.
Okay. Let me just turn that.
Good morning. How did you sleep?
We slept okay. It did get a little loud last night, though.
Oh, no. Was it my neighbor's dog? I talked to her so many times about that stupid yappy dog. He goes out and just barks and barks at nothing.
No, it was definitely in the house. Somebody was yelling.
What?
We heard someone that sounded a lot like you having a fight with someone. There was yelling, things were banging around. I came down to check it out and couldn't find a thing. All the lights were out and you were in your room snoring.
Yeah, I do snore kind of loud. Sorry about that.
But were you yelling?
No, I was sleeping. There's no one here but us three. Who would I even be yelling at?
I have no idea, but that's what we heard.
Maybe you two were having a bad dream. That happens sometimes when you travel.
We weren't dreaming.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I slept pretty soundly through the night. I didn't hear anything. Maybe someone was outside that sounded like me. The street does get a bit of foot traffic after the bars close.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
Hopefully tonight we sleep better.
I hope so. Here, try this orange marmalade. My neighbor with that yappy dog sells it. It's delicious.
Thanks. How did I let you talk me into this?
You're gonna love it. I even have the company picking us up at the end. Super easy.
Famous last words.
We've got to have something exciting for the podcast. It'll be fun. Let's go. Well, since I have the recorder, I guess I'll do the talking.
Yeah, it wouldn't sound very good with me trying to yell.
Okay, here we are on the Cahaba River. We rented kayaks and gear from the River Outfitters and are heading out for a 3-mile paddle down the river. They promised it should be a nice, easy paddle, and the takeout spot is well marked. They'll drive us back to the Outfitters after that. It's a gorgeous day. The water is nice and cool. The sun is warm. It's a perfect day to do a little kayaking. I'll let you listen to the sounds of the water for a bit. Jack, I think I have what we need. I'll keep recording for a bit, and we can use some of the paddling through the rapids part as well.
Rapids? You just said this was an easy trip.
Honestly, Jack, they're little rapids. Don't worry about it. Just keep your boat facing forward, and you're good.
Oh, sure. Okay. You're always getting me into crazy things like this.
You like it. It's an adventure. Besides, we need something exciting. We can't just do dinner every night and that's it. No one will listen.
True. But goodness, if we played what we heard last night in the bed and breakfast, there'd be plenty of excitement.
Oh my gosh, I know. That was so scary. And then he just straight up denied it this morning. Almost ignored it completely like it was no big deal. What do you think is going on?
I don't know. He seemed truly unconcerned about it. Maybe we're just dreaming.
Both of us at the same time. I even have a recording, remember?
Oh, yeah. We should listen back to that. Maybe we could play it for him.
Good idea. We'll check it after lunch. Hey, here comes our first section of rapids. Remember, paddle through and keep your boat facing forward. Woo!
I'm so hungry. I can't wait for food.
Me too. There's something about being on the water that makes me so hungry. You did good out there, babe.
Thanks, love. I couldn't have done it without you.
You're so sweet. Now, where's the food?
I think it's coming now.
Yay, finally. I'm just going to turn this off. Why didn't we hear anything? We just played back the whole recording. It was nothing but us talking. No yelling, no slamming into the walls, nothing but us.
I have no idea. We heard him yelling. We heard it.
I know we heard it, but it's not there. What does that mean? Is our recorder broken? We're freaking out, but there's no yelling there. There's nothing to be freaking out about, according to this. Was it real? Did we dream it?
I'm so confused. It was real. It happened.
Jack, I don't want to sleep there again.
I know. It's just one more night, though. We'll be fine. Maybe it was this weird one-time thing, and it wasn't as loud as we thought it was. Maybe it was sleepwalking. We were tired from traveling, so maybe that made it seem more frightening.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's just go wash up and get changed for our dinner reservations. I don't want to miss that.
All right. Where are we going tonight?
I am so tired, hon. Hopefully we'll be able to sleep well tonight. What'd you think of dinner?
It was really good. I loved the river thing. Just having food caught from the Cahaba River was a great idea. My catfish was delicious.
My crawfish were good too. It was neat to eat all local food. I think it's a really great concept.
It really is. We'll definitely have to plug their restaurant on the podcast, especially after the free dessert. The cheesecake with red wine ice cream was great.
I know. I could eat that every day. But I probably shouldn't. I'll be done in a minute. Here, catch.
All right, list of things to do. We need to record introductory material for each place we visit. We may have to do a bit more research for some of these places. We definitely need to figure out a theme song. Well, figure out someone who will let us use their song as a theme song. Maybe we could make a list of a handful and start from there? Myself. I was just thinking of things we need to do when we get back home to finish up.
Oh, good idea. Don't forget to figure out a peaceful way to say we've gotten hardly any sleep.
Well, hopefully that was just a weird fluke. He is a kind of old. Maybe he's getting dementia or something. I don't know.
Maybe. I just want to sleep tonight.
I know. Me too. Not again.
I can't, Jack. This is ridiculous.
I'm going to go down again. Maybe I can get him to stop. I'll be right back, Annie. Stay here.
Be careful. Should I call the police this time?
Not yet. Let me see if I can wake him or something. Here, let me take the recorder. Annie?
I can't stay up here alone.
Okay, stay behind me though.
Okay.
Get out.
don't you get that? I'm not a part of this anymore. I don't care what the big boss says. I am done. I'm not a part of this any longer. I am out.
There's no one there.
What?
There's no one in the kitchen.
Oh my God, Jack, do something.
Do what? There's no one there.
There has to be. I don't understand. We heard them.
I know we...
Shit. What have I done? I've got to get rid of them. If anyone finds out, I'll be caught too. Heaven knows what the big boss will do.
Harvey?
Jack, what's going on? Who's talking?
I have no idea. Let me check on Harvey. Maybe the sound is just carrying.
You know that's not what.
Harvey! Harvey!
Harvey!
Harvey!
We can't tell anyone, Irma. This has to be our secret. If anyone finds out, I could go away for a long time. And it's not safe for you or the kids.
Harvey! Hello? Yes, I'm not sure what's going on. But I'm staying at the Chestnut Lane bed and breakfast, and I'm afraid something might have happened to the owner. We can't get him to answer his door, and there are broken plates, and... Okay, yes, please send someone over to check it out. Thank you. They're sending the police over.
What's going on, Jack?
I don't know, sweetheart.
Did you see that latch open out of nowhere? What is in there? What happened? Why is it gone?
I have no idea. Why don't we go outside while we wait for the police? I'm going to go through and let them in, okay? You'll be okay out here.
Yes, I'll be okay.
It's the owner. We can't get him to answer, and I'm afraid something has happened.
I just can't believe he's dead.
I know, Anne. Me too. I'm so glad the police believed our side of the story. The fact that he'd been dead for 4 days didn't hurt either.
That freaks me out. Who did we eat breakfast with?
Well, we had it with Harvey. Just him doing his normal daily routine and not the actual living Harvey. I really want to know the whole story about the body in the cellar. I'm not so sure they believed that we had seen a ghost, but then again, they were excited to find the hatch under the new flooring. The police wouldn't tell us anything about who that was, but they didn't seem too surprised to find the body. I overheard one of them mention something about looking for over 20 years.
I agree. Maybe I can do some research at home and find out more. I'm so glad they didn't keep us any longer. I just wanted to get out of there and go home.
I'm really proud of you, love. You're handling this well.
Oh, don't worry. I'll freak out when you least expect it.
Well, anytime, I'm here for you.
Thanks, love.
How are we going to do this podcast?
I was thinking about that. Perhaps we should tell the whole story. It'll certainly be more interesting than a travel podcast.
But then what would our next episode be?
Let's see how this one goes and figure it out after that.
Okay, sounds good. Maybe need a little time to recover anyway.
Yeah, me too.